Hi, everyone. Welcome to Talkback. It's August 24th on a wonderful Monday in a hot season. We're looking forward to the fall, everyone is, and we're looking forward to our elections, which are going to be exciting. And as usual, we have some interesting topics to talk about. I'm very happy to have as my guest Johanna Irizarry.
Irizarry.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Okay.
No problem.
And
Kathy Chase.
Kathy Chase, and they're going to talk about some wonderful programs sponsored by United Way. Now, we all know the name United Way. It's a name that's kind of everywhere. We know it's a very prestigious volunteer, very prestigious organization that supports so many activities and programs in every community in the United States. And every state has their own United Way constellation of different programs and processes. But today we're going to talk about what happens when you stop working full time and you need to do something with an organization to keep busy, to keep active, to make progress, to give of yourself, to contribute. And so we're going to talk about, say it, retire
United.
You retire united. So
Yes.
Kathy Chase and Johanna, we're going to talk about that. Let's start with Johanna, because Johanna, you are employed by United Way, right?
Yes.
Tell us what you do.
So my role is a leadership giving manager. So I work with the resource development department, and we have it at United Way. We have different what we call affinity groups, like Women's United, Young Leaders, and we created Retire United. So
Okay. So what you do? You said research. You do
resource development.
research development. So what exactly is that?
So resource development is the department that works with the different campaigns, right? We have workplace campaigns, we have grants that we submit, proposals that we submit. So we basically are the one that work with those donors, mid-level, major donors, to continue that relationship with them. And yeah, so my role in particular is more with individuals. We have people in our department that work more with companies, workplace campaign, like I say, with what we call the ECC coordinators in each company, and we work together. And yeah, we do a little bit of everything. We have different hats for sure, because even though we are in resource development, we can be working with Tommy Toy or other initiative with different departments.
Okay. So as a citizen in Connecticut, how do I interact or interface with United Way? What are my opportunities to see what the organization is doing or asking of me and the public? How does that work?
So I think this is one of the beauty of United Way is that you are part of the organization. Some people prefer only do a donation, right? But others do a lot of volunteer work. We have a lot of volunteer opportunities. We have the mobile food pantries. We have the amazing Gemma Moran Food Center in New London. We have Day of Caring, for example, the Tommy Toy. We have so many opportunities, and if you go to our website, one of the tabs that say volunteer opportunities, our history. So there's many options for people to get involved with United Way. It's just an amazing organization.
Okay. So when you get involved, your goal is to try to raise money for important charities in the community?
Yes,
That's the main
definitely.
thing?
So we raise money and give back to the community. And for that, and again, this is one of the things that I love about United Way is that we do that through a allocation process, which Kathy was part of that, and maybe she can talk a little bit more about it. So we don't decide where that money goes. We have all these amazing volunteers. They get together for how many months? Like maybe.
I think we were together for maybe 4 months, maybe.
And again, she can explain to you.
Yeah, the allocation process.
Yes.
That helps decide how to spread the money and what programs to give it
Right.
to or what programs to initiate or whatever.
Exactly.
Because, okay, so let's turn to Kathy for a moment. So United Way initiated this thing called Retire United. So tell us, what is that, and how did you play a role in that?
So the way I got involved, well, I did a couple of things with United Way prior to that, but then the way I got involved with Retire United was I did get an email when I was working regarding that, and I kind of dismissed it because I wasn't retired yet.
Tell us what kind of work you did for many years.
Oh, what I did, yes. For 24 years, I worked for a private nonprofit that provides information and services to people 60 years of age and older. And my role there was with grants. So our agency would get federal and state dollars in, and we would have an application process and allocate that money out to
Senior Resource is what you work for, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In Norwich. And so we would allocate that money out to different agencies, senior centers, to provide services for seniors.
Right.
And I did that for 24 years.
Okay, and you just retired when?
I retired in September, which I thought was 3 or 4 months ago, and I come to find out it's almost a year already. That's how fast it's gone.
Yeah.
So I retired last September, and I planned on taking a few months off during the winter, and that never happened. I got right in on the ground
taking
running.
a few months off from?
From just doing nothing. Just wanted to relax and rejuvenate, and I just really just got back into life.
So how did that happen? How did you get back in so fast?
So I heard about Retire United again, and a friend of mine was on the committee, and she no longer wanted to be on the committee. And I said, well, I want to be on the committee because I like to be on the cutting edge of anything if I'm going to be involved. So I got on the Retire United committee, which I basically, what we do is do fundraisers for our project that we want to give money to.
Okay, so let's start from so through a friend, you had already gotten some information, but you didn't do anything about it until you retired. And your friend said, I don't want to be on that committee. And you said, well, that's my job. I do committees. I have to be on the cutting edge of new things.
Yes.
So, okay, so what exactly is Retire United? Do I join it, because I'm your age area, of course. Do I join it to get socialization with people, or do I join it to do good projects? Why would I join? What is Retire United? Why would I join it?
Yeah, you named two right off the bat. It's socialization, because we meet with people, we go out and we do fundraisers, and the other thing is you're giving back to the community.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it's very rewarding. Like, for instance, the very first project that I worked on in Retire United, not prior to it, was the Tommy toy distribution. Kids are my passion. I love kids. And this is where we go. We bag toys and things for children and give it to the parents.
And are these people that are more in need than others?
Yes, they sign up, and we get a paper and says how old the children are, what they would like to have, and we just go to each station, put the toys in a bag, and the parents are there to receive the...
So, Johanna, I'm sure that before Retire United was established, people like Kathy could still do work for United Way and volunteer. Yeah. So what was the impetus to start Retire United, and is it a nationwide thing? Is the one that Kathy's involved in, is that a local in this general area? How does that work?
So I just want to say first something. Her friend, she's not in the committee, but she goes to every volunteer opportunity. She's very active in Retire United. And before Retire United, we have so many people that volunteer, especially in the Gemma Moran Food Center in New London. We have many retirees, people that are about to be retired, but we also have, through the workplace campaign, we have a lot of people that give money, right, that donate to United Way. And after they retire, they want to continue support United Way in different ways, you know, volunteer opportunities, advocacy, with, donating money, time. So that's when we decided, okay, let's start something for the community that is retired or about to retire. And again, we had before the Women's United, which is an amazing group as well. So if you know any woman that is interested, you can go to our website and
So there's Women's United
Women's
also.
United.
Okay.
We have young leaders, and both very active in the community, not only for fundraising, but volunteer opportunities, Day of Caring, Tommy Toys, etc. They're very, very active. So we just want to create something new. We launched in November, so we're basically new.
It just started last November?
Yeah.
So it's not even a year old,
Yeah.
this initiative. And was it because I know United Way is all over the country, so was this a nationwide initiative or just for Connecticut
So
area?
this is for our local southeastern Connecticut.
Okay.
However, there's a couple of United Ways around the world because we are a worldwide organization that has some kind of retired United group. But there's a little bit different that what we're trying to do here.
But they all started last November.
No, we started. The southeastern
one
Connecticut
here,
started.
Southeast
Yeah.
Connecticut started.
Yes, but again, there's other groups, but we are not very connected to those other groups, the other Retired United,
Okay,
because
so
we are like all over
So
the
there's
world.
not a Retire United America that you kind of
No.
have a conference with. No, they're individualized to the particular
No, but that's a
area.
good idea. Eventually,
Yeah, would you
maybe.
go? Go to a conference somewhere around
course
the
I
world?
would,
Yeah,
yeah.
why not? Why not?
Yes.
All right, so tell me about explain the allocation business that you talk about. What is that?
So that's allocating money out to agencies that provide a service, a specific
But this is
service.
Retire United.
Yeah.
This is, how many people are in your group?
The allocation, how many do we have in the group? 20?
Yes, in Retire United, we have right now 25 and 7 committee members, but the allocation process
Is for the whole United
Anybody
Way.
can join the allocation committee?
Well, it's a process, I
it's a
believe.
because I feel like I was asked to join because of what I did in my working life,
Right.
because I did that.
You
Yeah.
know how to decide what groups need
Right.
the funding.
So that me being on the allocations committee really didn't have anything to do with Retire United, but it's for the United Way as a whole.
I see.
Yeah.
So how often does the allocations committee meet?
So we just did it beginning of the year, and they're 3-year grants for. So I would say every 3 years it happens.
So what did you choose? What did you choose? What did you choose to allocate and raise funds for? What did the committee decide?
Oh, so there were 4 or 5 committees. So we each had a different. So there's 4, right? So there's.
So what happened is like the allocation, anybody that is interested can apply to be a volunteer.
Okay.
But in the process, what they do, and correct me if I'm wrong, you visited different nonprofit
We did.
organizations that apply for our
Right.
We would get each group. I think there were 4 groups,
Okay.
and each group would get a certain number of agency applications.
I see.
So we all didn't do the same thing. Just each group did the same applications. We would read them, score them, talk about them, and then we would go and visit each agency, and which was very, very interesting because some of them we didn't even know existed.
And they're all nonprofit
and then-
agencies that need
yes,
funding.
yes.
And you haven't collected the funds yet. This is an organization that you're going to work to gain funds to give to them. Is that right?
Well, they already were allocated the funds.
So we have
your
some
agencies.
news. Yeah, we have
Okay.
7 news organization, and we allocate the money to the programs, not to the organization.
Okay.
So, for example, if you see now in the paper that you have, Madonna Place, for example, we supported 2 or 3 different programs within Madonna Place. Also, TVCCA SCAD is another organization that have different programs, but we don't support. We support them, but we don't fund directly the organization, but the programs that they have.
All right, so you're dealing with funds that already have been collected that you're deciding how to allocate them.
Correct.
So how did you come upon this, the toys thing?
Oh, that I did before allocations. So every Christmas you have the opportunity to work and volunteer to do what I previously explained, to get the toys together and give it to the families, right? And again, because I joined United Way as a volunteer, I got the emails and I said, that's right up my alley. I wanted to do that for the children, So
what is Retire United working on now?
So we are raising funds to go to that big pot of money to do allocations. That's where our money goes.
And how are you raising funds? How does that work?
We had a bingo fundraiser. We had
the Supercar Club.
A car club that had all kinds of really top-notch cars, fancy cars. And we also did Pepe's Pizza, where we got a certain percentage of the money for a specific night. So we do different activities like that and receive money for that, and that goes into our financial.
And how much of your month does it take up in times? How often do you meet?
Well, the committee meets once a month.
Okay.
For an hour.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you pick and choose whatever you have time for, whatever your passion is.
So what's your passion right now? I know you like the toys thing.
I try to do everything, to be honest. I try to do everything, to be honest with you.
So what are you doing now?
I like to be busy. So we're still working on what we are going to do for fundraisers. And we try to do it like 3 months in advance, try to figure out 3 or 4 months in advance what we're going to do. So we have a fundraiser each month.
Or also an event. It could be like a presentation, it could be a volunteer opportunity, or a fundraising. So
somebody like Kathy Chase can give a presentation on senior resources, right? Could you give a presentation to your Retire United people so that they are aware of the resources that...
Well, I would get them in touch with Senior Resources, because Senior Resources has a Senior Resources 101, so one or two of those staff people would come out and do a presentation. Yes, that could happen.
Something like that. I guess that's what I'm saying, because seniors, retired people, should be aware of the resources in the community that you were so intimately involved in for many years.
And trust me, I still am. And when I hear people out in the community and they're talking about insurance or this and that, I'm like, no, you need to contact Senior Resources.
I know, they have wonderful programs, and they need more education in getting the information out to everyone. All right, so I wanted to use this because this is so many of the programs that you that you work with. So you say that you mobilize communities to action so all can thrive, and you work with financial security. So explain that. What do you mean by that in your United Way?
So that's our promise, to mobilize community to action so everybody in the community can thrive. The financial security, we have so many programs, for example, Project Warm Up, where we support people during the winter, because as you know, utilities are higher, it's a little bit hard. Sometimes for people to cover basic needs. So we support all these programs.
Yeah, I'm going to list some of them because it is amazing how varied it is. Of course, I'm involved with Safe Futures and the Genesis House Emergency Shelter. They always need funds.
I know.
And, those shelters are always crowded. That's a wonderful thing. Homeless prevention is a big issue in our culture today. Habitat for Humanity, the Covenant Shelter, the Lighthouse Employment Services, Madonna Place, you mentioned that before, Fatherhood Initiative. These are wonderful things. Easter Seals, and the Tommy Toy Program you already mentioned. Catholic Charities based, Connecticut Legal Services, income support for that. Yeah. I mean, this is all projects that United Way has been involved in to try and help the community financially.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Okay, so that's financial security. Now you have healthy community, improving health and well-being for all. Talk about that.
Well, Healthy Community, one of the biggest programs there is definitely the Gemma Moran the Gemma Moran Food Center in New London. Right now, we actually have a gala on October to support the Gemma Moran. I mean, we provided an equivalent of 5 million meals a year.
Especially today with the prices of groceries be so over the top. Is it the Gemma E. Moran United Way Labor Food Center?
Thank you. And that's through different mobile food pantries, different local food pantries, and we have like 65 programs that go there to shop for free, and they go back to their agencies, and they just that's the way they support the community with food.
And you also mentioned SCAD, which is the drug people who have issues with drug problems. The Lighthouse Community Campus Program, many health programs, dental health care, so many Safe Futures again, counseling and advocacy. They always need money to have good people in that area. So that's all part of your Healthy Community section.
Yes.
And so as Retire United can delve into any one of these areas to decide their projects, is that right?
Well, we focus on the financial.
You focus more on the financial area?
Yes.
Okay. And decide. Is that something that you decided in the committee overall to focus on the financial?
Right.
Yeah, because the way we started, we didn't want to create a group without the feedback or the ideas of the retiree community. Right. So that was the first step. We identified some of the current donors and people involved, and that was our first meeting. You know, we got together. Okay, how can we do this?
Right.
But we didn't do it alone. We included their voices, their opinions for this group.
And now this is so the Retire United focuses more on the financial issues because you've decided that.
Right.
But you could decide next year to go into another area if you want.
We could.
Yeah, we could.
Everything is possible.
Yes. And the people that you are with, Kathy, the members of the group, are they all people who show interest in not just United Way, but other issues in life where they're active and doing things?
I would say so. I mean, I only see them once a month, some of them, but just listening to them talk in the meetings, they're involved in a lot of different things.
Because you have to have a commitment to the community and to yourself to keep active, keep doing stuff.
Very
so
important.
You never got a chance to just veg out and do nothing.
I did not. I hit the ground running, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. Then you have a thing called Community Resiliency, Addressing Urgent Needs Today for a Better Tomorrow. So talk about that for a second. What is that?
So can I see 1 second?
Yeah, well, it's American Red Cross, disaster relief.
Yes. So it's funny because one of our committee members, Don, right now he's with the Red Cross.
Okay.
So you mentioned something very important. You need to be passionate if you wanted to support the community, right? So we have the Volunteer of the Year was one of our committee members because he's very involved in the community in different areas. But that one is the community resiliency is that's the way we give back to the community. We have the 211
Day of Care and United Way Volunteer Center. Yeah, that's when you give back. Leadership, dialogue, leadership, union counseling programs, and disaster recovery planning. That's important in the community. And then finally, you have the fourth area is youth opportunity, helping young people realize their full potential. So I see you've got the Big Brothers, Big Sisters. That's a wonderful program that's been around for many years. And is it thriving in our area? Is it?
Well, yes. That program, like you say, has been here forever. My nephew actually was part of that, benefit from that program. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely a great way to give back to the community.
Right, and then you do more work for Safe Futures, their prevention education. They have a violence is preventable program, so that's very important. Child care.
We're doing something really big with child care, and if you want to learn more, I encourage you to go to our website because we're doing big things with on their child care initiatives.
Because child care is such a huge issue in this country. It's so expensive, and it makes it impossible for a family to have two people working and taking care of their children, right?
Right.
And that's something United Way is very aware, and we are working really hard for the child care initiative and also for housing, which is also a big problem.
Housing is huge.
It's
I
a
know
huge
when we
problem.
did a survey, Safe Futures, we did a survey with seniors to see what issues that were most important to them. Housing was right up there. It was I think a number one in a lot of places. Housing, big
It's
issue.
a little bit crazy right now, right? The rents are really high. People are struggling. And that's one of the, I mean, if we can offer a little bit of relief with food, for example, anybody can go to a mobile food pantry. We don't ask for anything.
Right.
We don't care about your age, your immigration status. We don't care about anything. You need food, period.
It's not income-based either. Right?
It's not income-based. You go, you need food,
It's
go
not
to...
income-based at all.
You go to any mobile food pantry, and you get food.
And so, how do you get the word out about Retire United? How do you let people in the community know that you exist and you could always use new members? How do you get the word out?
Well, I mean, you just talk to people about it. If I've already told some people that I know that when they retire, here it is. It's just a really good, as you said, United Way in general is a really good agency, and they're out in the community. And if you still want to give back to your community, Retire United is the place to go. Yeah, and we can always use more people, even if they don't want to be on the committee. We can still use, we'll still take their input on what they want to do, what they think is needed. I'm having a blast actually.
Okay, wonderful. And how did you get the word out? Through social media, different things? I mean, United Way is, everyone has that on there. Everyone knows that. But do we know the great variety of things that they do?
I will say that we have a great website. We have a lot of presence on social media. And I will encourage people to, follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. And we have a couple of events coming up. So I would love to, if we can show later
Yeah, we're going to show the slide.
Because I would love to talk about that.
So before we have the slideshow that we want to show, and we can talk about the things coming up.
Can I add one thing? So when I was still working, if you get on a United Way's distribution list, email distribution list, that's how I received a lot of information from them before I even got involved.
Yeah, right.
And that's what got me sparked, to get involved.
Sure.
Is because I got those emails.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
So before we turn to these slides, is there anything we left out that you want to say about Retire United or United Way?
I mean, if you want more information, just send me an email. We're going to show later the email. Try it. I mean, we have a couple of events coming up, and I think that it's worth it.
Okay.
Try.
All right, studio, let's turn to the slideshow that Johanna and Kathy brought with us. Okay, welcome, Retire United. Next slide. All right, you want to talk a little bit about, as we go, mention a little bit about it?
Yes,
Either one of you?
Yes, basically it's a program that offers to, like we say, to retirees or those approaching retirement as a way to stay connected in southeastern Connecticut.
Okay.
And we understand that there's a lot of people retired that have a lot of experience that can contribute a lot to our organization. So that's...
Okay. Kathy, you in that photo?
No,
I
I'm
don't
not
think
in
so.
that photo, no.
Not yet. You'll be in the next one, right?
I don't know.
All right, next
Yeah,
slide.
there
So
you
representing Retire United today, there you are, Johanna, Leadership Giving Manager, United Way of Southeastern Connecticut, and Kathy Chase, there you are.
Yeah, there I am.
All right, committee member, Retire United. Wonderful. Okay, next. All right, you want to just summarize this, Johanna? What is the history of United Way in Southeastern Connecticut?
I mean, we started in 1962. The United Fund of Norwich and the Community Chest of Groton, New London, and Waterford merged to form United Community Service of Southeastern Connecticut. In 1975, we changed the name to United Way, and by then we were raising like nearly $1 million a year. And in 1988, the United Way Labor Department Food Center was initiated, known today as the Gemma Moran. And I don't know if you are familiar with Gemma Moran, but she was an amazing woman, very active in the community. And she understood at some point that the food insecurity was an issue, and she started to collect food for those in need. So again, if somebody would like a tour to the at the food center, that we always encourage people to see how amazing this center is.
Okay, great. All right.
And they can use volunteers there also.
All the time.
Packing food, unpacking food, sorting food.
Sure.
Anything.
Great. All right. Next slide. All right. Our vision, our mission. What does it say the mission is?
Well, our mission is to inspire and coordinate the generosity and commitment that sustain a united and thriving community. And our promise, like we mentioned before, is to mobilize community to action so everybody in the community can thrive.
Okay, great. All right. Next slide. All right, talk about this one. 109 programs served last year. Wow. And you mentioned, we already talked a little bit about the community, financial, youth, and health, all those facets. And so in the red, that is southeastern Connecticut.
Yes.
All right.
That's all.
So other areas of Connecticut might have a separate United Way
Exactly.
thing.
Yes. Exactly.
How many are there in Connecticut?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure right now, but
it's divided into
I know there's a couple. I'm not sure exactly how many. We have actually a meeting sometimes with the Resource Development Department from different areas. But to tell you the exact amount, I can't.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
All right, this is New London County. Okay, next slide. Donor support, impact. All right, who's giving money there? Wow.
So basically, I like this slide because it says that a donation to United Way is an investment that addresses multiple local needs. So when you support United Way, you are supporting different needs in the area, right? Financial needs, youth opportunity, etc. So it's a good way to support the community in different areas, but only with us as the how you say the tool, the facilitator.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next. Okay. United Way. United is the way to impact youth opportunity, community. We already talked about those
Yes,
areas.
we talk about
Financial and health. Every aspect of life in our area is impacted by the work that United Way does.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. Next slide. Okay, Doris, tell us about Doris. Why is she featured there?
Well, this is one of the examples of how your contribution can support people, like in this case, like Doris, with the Project Warm Up, which is a program that support people during the winter.
Yeah.
So this is just giving an example of, and again, how the financial security impact area support the community.
Right. So she lived in an area where she needed fuel assistance in a cold winter, and United Way helps.
Yes.
Very important. Okay. That's financial. So that's an area, Kathy, that you might work in, financial security.
Yes.
Helping people with their needs in the winter.
Yes.
Okay. Next. All right. What is this all about? Partner programs. Oh, that's a different section of financial security.
Yeah,
right?
we talked a little bit before about the programs that are in this fiscal year we are supporting. Always Home, Catholic Charities, the shelters, like you say, is a big issue in the area. Just giving you an example of the programs that we support under financial security.
We mentioned some of them before, and of course, Kathy's Tommy Toy program is in there too. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. Okay, next slide. All right, what does this say about the membership? Advisory committee and then a general membership.
Yes, so we have the committee, right, where Kathy is part of. We have 7 members right now, but you can also be a member and just attend to any activities if you want, monthly. And So the general membership this is a free program. We always encourage donations because we are a nonprofit. But our goal is for every month to have something, either a presentation, a volunteer opportunity, a fundraising event, but we want to try to do something every month. It's very easy to register. You can go online through our website. You can give me a call or an email, and we can help you with that.
Do we have the emails coming up?
Yes.
Contact, we'll see that. Okay.
Yes.
All right, next slide. Chair yoga meditation class. So that's an example of some of the things that are going to be happening. Tell us about that.
Yes. You want to talk about the September 11th?
September 11th. Is that the chair yoga?
No, that's the AARP.
So will you be doing that, Kathy?
No.
September 16th?
Oh,
No?
September 11th. Oh, September 11th is what I spoke about earlier, where they go to the Gemma Moran Food Center in New London, and they sort food and pack it, bundle it up and send it on its way to where it needs to go. And September 16th is they're going to have a chair yoga and meditation class at the United Way in Gales Ferry.
Are you going to do that?
Possibly.
Yeah, why not? It sounds great.
So yeah, I want to
and December is my Tommy toy.
Tommy toy.
I say it's mine, but it's my
That's
favorite.
what you're looking forward
That
to.
is,
December 9th.
Yes.
The Tommy. It must be. Do you get to actually see the kids when you deliver the
Sometimes the parents will bring them, but we don't interact with them. It's kind of like you just hand it off.
I know. Isn't it nice to see the look in the kids' eyes when they see what they're getting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we have a Santa Claus,
Yeah.
but it depends of.
But basically, they have to come to the agency to get
They
it.
come and pick.
Yeah,
they come and pick the bags of.
And how are they identified? How do you know? How are the people identified to be the ones to receive these toys?
Oh, go ahead.
They register.
Just register.
Yes, they just register through different organizations or individually through the website, and that's it. It's very easy, and we have 3 different sites: Norwich, New London, and I believe the third one is Plainville. And it's only one day, all day, from I think it's like 9 a.m. to like
till everything's distributed.
6. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I want to mention that September 11, that's a initiative that we started with AARP. So they're gonna be with us during that day. Like Kathy said, like putting food together. So it's a collaboration. And the September 16th, the yoga and meditation class is open to the public. If somebody's interested, we have a suggested donation, but it's free otherwise. If somebody wants to go
in Gales Ferry.
In Gales Ferry at 9.
Great.
And in October, we have another one, but we're going to update the website later because we have something really.
Now, is that something that Retire United planned through your group
Yes.
to do this?
Yes.
And very nice. Okay, great. Next slide. Okay, here's the contact. Johanna, Retire United at uwsect.org. Telephone 464-3330 in the 860 area code. Okay. But basically, if you Google United Way in southeastern Connecticut, it'll come out. You'll see it. You'll see it. Okay. Is that the last slide?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go back and just kind of summarize. So it's been great having you here. So I need you, Johanna, to just give us a little summary of some last words you want to say. And then, Kathy, we need you to give some great summary of your work at Retire United as a member.
I feel like I just want to encourage people to learn more about United Way, the different programs that we have, get involved. The good thing about United Way is that you are part of the family. If you want to tour the food center, if you want to do volunteer work, there's a lot of ways to get involved. So I encourage everybody to look at the website, our social media. We always have something going on, and it's a very amazing organization to follow.
Okay, great. And we gave the contact info, so great. All right, Kathy, you give the final word on how great Retire United is for you and others.
So the biggest thing about Retire United is if you're worried about retiring because you don't know what you're going to do and you don't want to be isolated, this is a fantastic organization to join. You get a lot of socialization, you do good work for the community. It's really, I have goosebumps just talking about it, honestly. It's just an amazing organization to volunteer with. And like I said earlier, you can pick and choose what you can do. You're not obligated to do every single thing. And it's just a lot of fun. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. I mean, I like the enthusiasm that you both have for this agency. You don't always see that for people who work for something, but it's really nice to see how passionate that you both are about it. So everyone, take to heart all the information about United Way, Retire United, and we will see you next time on Talk Back. Bye. Bye. Bye.